live from the Texas Cheerlickers Studios. It's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
And I'm going to need some good thoughts today. I need some good energy.
Okay.
Need some vibes coming my way.
I got you. What you need? What you got going on?
Tough thing going on.
Okay.
Got a tough thing I'm dealing with here. Don't want to stop the show down here, mess up our run sheet. But I'm going to need you boys to send me some good thoughts out there, because I have to go to the DMV today when we get off the air.
Oh, shit. Is your license expired?
Sorry to be so dramatic.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. I'm in violation. I'm in violation of Texas law.
Because you still have a Hawaii license.
I do. I've been home now 2.5 years, almost, and I have yet to go get a Texas driver's license. I just been rolling with my McLovin-looking Hawaiian one.
And you need the new one to fly.
Yes.
You need that special one. The new. Now, I have it. It has to have that weird sticker on it or whatever.
Well, what if I have a passport? I can get on with the passport.
Yeah, you're
right?
good with the passport.
Okay. Otherwise, if you don't have a passport, I don't want to misspeak here. I'm not sure.
No, if you have a passport,
I'm
good.
good.
If that's what you're going to use.
Well,
like
yeah.
if you plan on using your license, you got to have.
What's it say on
It says Texas. This Texas symbol with the star on it.
Oh, balls.
That's like.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell the lady today. Give me the real. Give me the good one. Yeah.
But you're gonna be there a few hours. First of all, did you make an appointment? I thought you had to make an appointment.
So I've done everything I had to do. So, quick story. I just procrastinated and just didn't do it.
We're men.
I did not get my Texas driver's license. I had one from back when I lived here before, but it's been expired for years. And I went and I got one in Hawaii, and I've just been using that one. And that because it doesn't my Hawaiian one doesn't expire in the state of Hawaii until 2029. Gotcha. And I use it and when I go back to see my kiddos, I use it because the locals get discounts.
Oh, okay.
And like some of the tourist attractions and stuff. But finally the day has come, and I made an appointment. So, dude, I'm like, no bullshit. 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I tried to make an appointment in San Antonio, and the earliest I could get in was June.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. But I found out the DPS office in Seguin, Texas.
You're going to Seguin.
Got to go to Seguin. They got me in today. And so yesterday I made sure I had everything I need. Proof of residence, proof of living here.
Got your CPS bill and all that shit.
Got all that. I've got my passport to prove that I'm an American. I've got
You need that right now.
Yeah, I've got my car insurance with my current address on it to prove that I'm a Texan. All that. I did everything I had to do. So I'm just going to go to Seguin and take a book, assuming it might take a minute.
It's better now, because I was kidding with the 3 hours. Now that there's a by appointment, you're not going in there on a whim.
Well, and so for y'all that are watching this thing live, our show starts at 10 a.m. every day. And we get done here around 11. I'm just going to go early. My appointment's at 12:45. If I get there at 11:30, though, you think they'll let me in?
That part I don't know.
Wouldn't they rather?
Because they're at the door. Because the last time I went,
yeah,
they stopped me at the door. When's your appointment? What's your name?
Okay.
So I don't know. So you may want to go grab some lunch.
Well, I'm going to go early and see if I can get in.
Yeah.
If she's like, sorry, then I'll go find something.
Yeah, go find something.
Yeah. So that's my plan. You may not see me all day or hear from me because I might have my ass stuck in the DPS.
That's all good.
So good morning. Let's have a good ass show before I have to go do adult shit. Welcome in here. It is In the Building. It is show number 302 from the Texas Cheer Studios at Pub Sports Radio in Southtown with me and Rudy J. The audio disseminator is Jose Bouquet. Like, comment, donate via the super chat, buy us a coffee, subscribe for free on Love You Hard TV. And our partners, make sure you download the Anthem TV app. We announced yesterday that me and Rudy have our new show called Instant Rewind that is going to be every Sunday at 6 p.m.
Went and shot some cool promos yesterday.
We did. I tweeted out our little photo we made.
You did? Okay, good.
Yeah. So I already have TV problems.
Oh yeah, this was hilarious.
I'm not used to doing a television show, even though our podcast is filmed every day. We're on video, but this is different. This is big time. He made us wear sport coats. Thankfully, I've got one or two.
I got one. Two.
Here's what I did not realize: those bright ass TV lights
make you shiny.
And I'm white as hell. And he kept making me. I kept having to dab my skin.
Well, see, because you got you got 33% in you, so your skin naturally secretes that good stuff to keep you young.
Okay, and that's a good thing.
It's
except
a good thing
when you're trying to do TV shows.
You don't want dry skin. Dry skin makes you look old.
All my secretions are good. I got.
But Jose, we had to stop about 4 times.
Yeah, we did.
And Nathaniel was like, "Mike, you're shiny."
Yeah, dude. Mike, you need a blot. You're screwing my day up here. We had to do like 6 takes because I was all oily and couldn't see my face. I was like, all shiny and shit. So y'all judge us harshly. Y'all be critics. Let us know what you think. So Sunday night at 6, starting this Sunday, we're going to be doing Instant Rewind, me and Rudy, on Anthem TV. And to watch it, you have to download the Anthem TV app. It's absolutely free.
It's free.
Make sure you watch it. It's free.
Delete those apps that you don't use. You know those
correct.
You know those 12 apps that you downloaded for free?
That's right.
That you don't use? Delete 6 of them and download Anthem.
There are dudes out there still paying for apps. They don't even realize they're doing it because they're like $8 a month. They don't realize it.
Give that to us.
This was a good opportunity, just like that's a good idea you just came up with. Go through your phone and see what all apps you have on there and get rid of them bitches that you don't use. Keep the Anthem TV one and watch us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Okay, let's get into what we're doing here today. Man, can we just do punch right off the top?
Let's punch.
Let's do punch right off the top. It is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
And traditionally, that's people I want to punch Wednesday. So let's get into it. And I'd like to start off, if you don't mind, sir. I want to punch veteran NBA. Oh, you know what? It's in the building on Love Your Heart TV.
Now, it's time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
Worst thing I've dealt with all year long was I keep forgetting the intro. Punch me.
It's all good.
For effing up the intro every day. All right. I want to punch the veteran NBA referee, JT Orr.
Great punch. I'm already with it. I might not even punch anybody. This punch is so good. He pissed me off.
What an asshole.
What an asshole.
We're going back and forth. It's an awesome game in OKC last night.
Great game.
It's a 1-point game.
And the Lakers had just beat OKC a couple days ago, and this could be a Western Conference Championship matchup. So there's some things on the line, like, hey, sending messages and shit. Like, we want to see the stars.
Right.
Not the fucking refs.
Correct. And but I'll say this. I guess Luka probably should share in a little bit of blame, because he bitches so much, and JT just assumed, he's bitching at me again.
Yes, he's part of the problem.
So if y'all didn't see this last night, Luka's going back and forth with one of these fans that's become real famous at OKC games, the tattoo guy. You ever seen this guy? He's a real rich dude. He's got these tatted up sleeves.
He's annoying.
And his job, he goes and sits baseline every night, and he screws with the other team's players, and he's all up in Luka shit last night because Luka likes to go back and forth with fans. Oh, look at that, we get fed. Hand me mine.
I guess.
Damn.
I guess what do we promote here? That Southtown got these chicken on the sticks.
That these are badass. Oh, these are from Cinco de Mayo. Oh, okay, cool. All right, got you. All right, very good. All right, hold on to that thought while this cools off, because God damn, I'm about to eat the hell out of it. All right, so Luka's going back and forth with the tattoo guy.
Yeah. And
the whole stadium knew this, but JT Orr thought, so Luka makes a shot, and he turns back, and Luka had already been teed up earlier in the game because, he's Luka. And he turns around and he's like, fuck you, bitch. That's how he does. He always messes with
Luka.
fans.
Yeah.
I'll never forget him getting on Snoop last year in the playoffs. Who's crying, motherfucker? It was so great. And Snoop just like, God damn, it was fucking great.
Snoop fell in love with him.
Snoop, everyone knows that Luka likes to go shoot. It's fun, it's a bit. So Luka turns around and he's like, fuck you to the fan. And JT Orr thought he was yelling at him, the referee, and so JT tees up Luka. And that's it. That's his second foul. He's gone.
Second tech.
And so he goes, second tech.
Well, if he wouldn't have had a tech, he wouldn't have got kicked out.
So we go from a 1-point game
and with
7 minutes to go in the game. And from that point on, with Luka out of the game, OKC runs LA's ass off the floor. Rudy, the Lakers need these wins. I'm a Lakers fan right now.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm kidding. I do want to see the Lakers go far because I want to watch Luka. I like him, and I want to watch the Lakers, and they're the Lakers, and you know how I feel about
the storyline.
All this other bullshit.
We're storyline guys.
Yeah, it's just sexy, and you don't throw this motherfucker out of the game. He wasn't even talking to you. they need to rescind the tech. The league needs to issue an apology to Luka Doncic today. The Referees Association needs to apologize to Luka Doncic as well. So punch JT or the referee for being but again, Luka, he's so bellicose out there. He's just, he's always, and so it becomes his own worst enemy.
His own worst enemy because
he won't close his filthy suit.
And I'm sure these refs talk, and I'm sure they all hate Luka. But this is what makes me so angry about referees in general.
Yes, sir.
Especially NBA referees. So you react as the ref, you toss him. But once you huddle up, figure out he was actually talking to the fan.
Mm-hmm.
Blow the whistle, look to the scores table. My bad. No tech.
Right.
Luka, cool it with the fan.
Right.
Like, there's nothing wrong with admitting a mistake and fixing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure at some point, like right after that, he realized it, but he was like, oh man, I'm already too deep in the water. I'm just going to stick to it. That's bullshit.
Right.
It's bullshit. And I think they outscored them 29-12.
It was ridiculous.
They outscored them 29-12 after that.
Yeah.
I don't need that, man. That's a great basketball game last night.
What is there like? There's like 1.5 or 2 games separating the 3 seed from the 8 right now, with like 3 games to play.
Yeah. There's a lot of people looking at the play-in.
And so that effed LA last night.
Yeah.
Screwed them over. Messed up their chance to get a big win. So punch JT Orr, and he should. You know what? And the league ought to be able to look at video and say, you know what, we fucked up. Call Luka back out of the locker room.
Yeah, it's
and put him back
messed up. I don't need that.
Luka does bitch a lot for sure, and that's why
part of the problem. And he already had a tech.
But that's also what fuels him in winning time.
Yeah.
Is that angry attitude in which he plays and fuck me, everybody, and it's me against everybody, especially on the road. And just unfortunate to see last night. Who you punching today, man?
Mine's going to stay in the NBA, but I'm going to punch the media. The NBA media, we love Joker so much that we're not holding him to the same standard that we hold the best player in the world
I
too.
was getting ready to call you out on something today.
Okay. You
Go
can
ahead.
do that.
But it has to do with this.
I'm glad I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Anytime a coach gets fired, especially at this juncture, I don't know if we've ever seen this. We blame, like if this was LeBron, if the Lakers decided to fire JJ Redick this week, we would say he fell out with LeBron and LeBron got him fired. Nobody's putting any of this Mike Malone stuff on, which we'll get to. Nobody's putting any of this. I haven't heard one person say, hey, you think Joker doesn't know about this? That's the best player in the world right now. Ownership, whatever, you run this by Nikola. You don't fire the guy Nikola wants, and you don't ask him how he feels about it. Mm-hmm. So him not getting any blame. Hell, I remember in the Spurs heyday, they were playing Memphis, and Memphis had just fired their coach. We were asking Mark Gasol, did he have any hand in this?
Yeah.
And Mark was like, hey, matter of fact, I was the one, I got the first question that night. I asked Mark Gasol, like, hey, there's a lot of talk, blah, blah, blah. We'll the same bullshit stuff. Nicola's getting no blowback for this. None. And I'm waiting on somebody to blame him because this is what happened. And whether it's fair or not, I don't know if it's fair. I don't know if he did, but this is what comes with being the best player in the world. We always blame the best player for getting their coach fired, and he's getting no blowback. That's crazy to me.
It's a good one.
So punch the media. And I love Joker too. You know what I mean? So we all love him. I know he loves his horses, and I know he seemed like he don't care, and he didn't want to go to the parade, and that's all. We think that's cool. It's like, dude, this dude's the best player in the world. Doesn't give a shit. And because of that, we're kind of like, hey, man, it's all good. Joker would never get his coach fired. Nah, man, he's got to take it just because he's the best player. It comes with the territory.
All right, that's a good punch too. All right, punch is brought to you by the official family man when it comes to jurisprudence and fighting for your rights. The official family lawyer of In the Building is my man. Okay, his initials are okay, but believe me, he ain't no Okie. He's a Longhorn, a proud graduate of UT Law. Over 25 years ago, Orlando Kill started practicing family law in Bexar County, and man, after all these years, he's still kicking ass. He is shall we say, he's a freak in the sheets when it comes to fighting for you, because you wouldn't know this.
Gentleman in the streets, freak in the sheets.
Total gentleman in the streets. and he's Heisenberg in court. I have seen it with my own eyes. If you need a stud family lawyer for whatever reason, our guy is okay. Orlando Kill, the law office of Orlando. Call him 210-775-4995, or you may shoot him an email at orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. Okay. Once again, man, so just add this Michael Malone firing in Denver to the list of nutball shit that's gone on all year in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's been the goofiest year with all that's gone on, and now we're on Brutch. We'll probably get a fucking Cleveland, Oklahoma City lowest rated finals of all time. And I know as a basketball man, your point, so what? They got the best players. But man, it's just been the weirdest ass year, and I'm just kind of ready to just. I'm excited for some of the playoffs, but a lot of me is just kind of ready to. And as a Spurs fan, I got no dog in any fight here. I just want to get on with it.
I'm stoked about the West, and the West is going to be a gun.
I think so too, man.
And East, not so much. I think Boston coming out. I think that's clear.
That's almost boring. The East,
the West, I'm excited.
I'm going to try to get jacked up for the postseason.
Well, what do you want to call me out on?
You always give Wemby shit. If he's so fucking amazing, how come he needs to make everybody around him better? You are Mr. Stars make guys better.
Fair.
Case in point. No, so Luka Doncic makes people better. There are spares.
I think so.
He took spares to the NBA Finals.
I think that's fair.
LeBron.
He makes
people, want to say.
He makes people better.
Guys are better.
Not up for debate.
Zydrunas Ilgauskas made $30 million because he got to play with LeBron James.
That is a fact.
Why have the Nuggets been so mediocre all season if they have the best player in the world? And now you just shit can your coach with 3 games to go? Why isn't I'm not trying to be an asshole.
No, I know you're not. It's all good.
Devil's advocate because I love Jokic too.
They're 3-7 in their last 10.
It doesn't help that Michael Porter, you never know what you're going to get from him.
He's a pizza.
It does not help. That might be it.
Jamal Murray's been hurt.
He's never healthy.
Who, Murray?
Yeah.
Never
he
healthy.
Showed up out of shape in training camp, but he ain't Luka Doncic. He can't be fat. He's got to stay in shape. That's not necessarily Joker's fault. But why? How come Denver has not been? Denver's just been since they won the title. I guess my question to you is, how long do we give Joker a pass? Because he has won a champ. Once you win a title, that buys you a lot of time. How much time are we going to buy him? Like, hey, why are you back in the finals?
I think it's a fair question for him, and I think it's a fair question for Giannis. And I think the same thing goes for Giannis. Like
you're right about that.
We like them. We like them. They seem like, oh man, this is good, jolly dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want to drink beer with Jokic.
You know, exactly. You want to hang with his brothers and talk shit and watch his brothers scare people away from him at the bar.
Awesome. It'd be great.
It'd be great. I think because we like them, we think like outside looking in that they're really nice guys.
Yeah.
We don't approach them the way we approach LeBron or KD or John Morant. And when you are a champion, Mike, that is fair. And I'm all for, hey, you know what? At some point, they got to get the treatment that the American stars get. But we consider the American, he's an asshole. He's a douchebag, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No, I think that is a great question, and I do think we got to hold them to a higher standard.
If Denver gets thumped, and, I read columns and actually tuned into a couple of morning shows in Denver just to see what they were saying, and they all think that the Nuggets are going to get swept in the first round, no matter who they play, because they've got team dysfunction. And now you shit can the coach. It's almost like you're admitting as an organization, we have no shot. Although the owner, his statement yesterday was, no, we did this because we want to win the championship. And it wasn't just Mike Malone. The GM got fired too.
Yeah.
Crazy ass time.
Yeah. And
crazy.
They were up 20 in game 7.
Mm-hmm.
Against Minnesota last year in the Western Conference Final and lost that game at home.
Damn.
And I think, sometimes Pop talked about this and Steve Kerr talked about this. At some point, you have to be like, okay, I'm yelling and screaming too much.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even listening. I got to back off a bit. If Mike Malone, I don't think Mike Malone has that in him. He's been riding him pretty tough. Him and Joker have had some words here lately. He's been calling the team out, and I think they've tuned him out. And it's resulted in bad play, and they're just looking for some type of spark right before the playoffs. Again, it's not. It sucks because I feel like the players have too much control, and it's not like all of a sudden Mike Malone can't coach. But I think it's just gotten to the point where it's toxic, And I can't fire Joker and Murray and Porter and Aaron Gordon. I can't fire them. They're guaranteed. I can't trade them.
Mm-hmm.
So the next best thing I can do to try to make sure that we salvage somewhat of this terrible average season we've had is make the tough decision to let a great coach go, and Mike Malone, which I'm not totally against if he wants to come to San Antonio. No disrespect, Mitch Johnson.
That's a nice segue.
No disrespect, Mitch. But if I get Mike Malone, I'll take it.
That's a nice segue. Let me say this. I saw Malone's rant the other night after the Portland game.
He laid into their asses.
And then you find out, and I don't cover the Nuggets much, but then you read where he and the general manager haven't talked all season.
And they're letting Calvin Booth go too.
Yeah, they don't get along at all. They have a Cold War, and they haven't screamed at each other, but they just ignore each other. And Malone doesn't like the guys Booth put some young guys on the team, so Malone tried it didn't work, blah blah blah. Let me say this about Michael Malone, because you mentioned San Antonio.
Okay.
And I'm all for Michael Malone coming here. Shit, the guy can coach, and he does have a Popovichian way about him.
Yeah, for sure.
But Pop never, ever, ever has said. By the way, we're assuming Pop's not coming back here with this conversation.
Right.
Hypothetical.
He's coming back, but yeah. So
Pop's never laid into the Spurs, not publicly the way Michael Malone did.
He's called them soft.
He's called them out, said we're soft right now. Guys need to participate in their own recovery. We've heard that from Pop. But it's always been short-term problems. Like right now, we're not doing this, and we need to do that. If we're not going to compete for 48 minutes, we're going to get beat. Pop's called them out. But Michael Malone the other night's guys don't give a shit.
He's they don't watch their own film.
Nobody watches film, so I have to make them. And they just coach is tripping. I mean, Michael Malone's a hothead. And I like him for that, and it serves him well. But the other night, I think that snake bit him the other night.
Yeah,
he lost the guys the other night when he decided to do that publicly, and I felt and I think the ownership was probably definitely going to get rid of Calvin Booth. But then when Mike did that the other night, ownership's decided, you know what, let's just fucking start over at the top with the management. And that sucks.
It does suck.
And if Malone's going to coach again, which I'm sure he'll have many opportunities to do so.
He'll have a job in 3 minutes.
And you know me, I'm old school too. This whole, you don't want to hurt young Mijo's feelings because Mijo will get his feelings hurt and won't want to play hard. That's bullshit. But there has to be some happy medium. Yes, the young kids need to toughen up. Yes, there's too many pizzas in the league. Yes, the guys get paid way too much money, so why should they watch their own film when they make $1 million a week? But Michael Malone is a bit of a hothead.
Yeah, for sure.
You've got to meet this new way of doing it in the middle. Pop has done that in the last few years.
He's definitely done that. After 30-point loss, I love the way they competed.
They played so hard.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've seen, because he understands where we're at.
Yeah, I bitched for 3 years here. It's okay, are we running an NBA franchise with 5 championships, or are we doing a boys camp? What the fuck are we doing?
They won championships 3 different ways.
Right. Pop's been softer than always. I've openly said on this show, hey Pop, I want some nasty from you.
Sure.
Because I think he's lost his fastball, but maybe it's calculated, blah, blah, blah.
Happy medium, like you said.
Michael Malone, if he's going to come to San Antonio, great, but he needs to look himself in the mirror here while he's not doing anything for the next couple of months and maybe tone it down a skosh.
Yeah, even Pat Riley, him and Magic came to the point where Magic was like, dude, I'm not running 30 sprints in the middle of the year anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just comes to the point where you just get beat down.
Right.
Okay, it's over the top.
Right. I can handle criticism, but don't tell the slap dicks in the media with cameras rolling for the whole world to see, and you tell them he don't give a shit. He don't watch film. I have to make him watch film.
Yeah.
That was out of control by Malone, I thought.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought so.
Definitely.
So, shitty scene. If we wind up with Mike Malone as our coach, though, in San Antonio, let's do that. But
like you said, Pop's coming back, so that's not happening.
Most likely.
And he'll have a job. He's going to get a job somewhere else, so it probably won't happen.
All right, it is in the building. We beg of you to help donate to this program. Keep me and Rudy. We like to give Jose tips here and there and give him $5, buy him some lollipops here and there. So donate to the Jose Bouquet Tip Fund if you so want to do so.
Yeah,
via the super.
Our cameraman extraordinaire been working overtime for us.
I think that would make people not want to donate. I'll tell you that. But shout out to Rory Smith, bought 3 coffees, and Robert. I can't say your last name, Robert. Also bought a coffee.
And we got some other money too. Julian B gave some money, right?
Okay.
There are just members for a long ass time. So shout out to you.
Oh, okay. Shout out to the
Oh,
members.
He also
Appreciate
had a
them.
question there as well about your
right.
Saturday show.
Sunday
show will be streamed exclusively on Anthem. You're gonna come out later, stream it only to members only. He says Mike loves to double dip, and that is true.
For now, it's just Anthem.
There you go.
Just Anthem. That's the answer. For now, it's just
now.
Anthem. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
They done took his mic
Me
off.
and
He's
this
about to
Mike
go
don't get
solo.
along.
He's about to do his solo.
It's been an hour
Yeah,
since you've been gone. Okay. All right.
Put that thing in there, Mike.
Those
Get
two
it.
coffees. Those two coffees, were those donated today, or are you going back to yesterday's show?
This was probably today, Rory.
Okay.
And who the hell knows?
So how many today?
Rory.
Just one so far today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rory Smith, and then shout out to Eddie the First for being a member for 16 months.
All right. So we've had one donation today. If we get to 5 donations today,
We'll raffle.
does it not matter how much the money is? Don't give us a cent. If you give us a cent, I want you to drop your membership, you son of a. Don't be a dick. The 5th person to donate gets this badass in the building baseball cap. All right. It's not the mesh trucker hat, but it has the snap in the back. It's really cool.
Well,
hat, black and
we'll do
white.
a drawing of the 5. So the 5th, so people don't just wait for the 5th person.
Okay, Mr. Discipline over
race?
here. I like it. A 5-man horse race?
5-man horse race.
All right, cool. So the 5th person to donate, we've had one so far.
Yeah.
All right. We need 4 more dudes, and then we'll put y'all 5 donators
In the horse
in
race.
a horse race, and we'll have a horse race tomorrow, and we'll give this hat
Let's
away.
do it.
And I will personally deliver the hat to you or mail it to you if you don't live in town. All right. So there's your in the building hat ready for you. But I need 4 more donations. So get your ass in here and donate via the super chat.
Now,
And
Mike, I've got a
get
crazy
into
question.
the horse race, the literal horse race. Yes, sir.
What if people get nuts and we get 10 donations? Are we getting 10 horses?
Sure.
Well, yeah, everybody that donates,
We'll
but we
in
got
the
to get to 5 or we're not having a race.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Boom. We're at 2.
Yeah,
Geechee
everybody that donates gets into the horse race. All right. All right. Oh, Geechee SA just hit us up $5. Thinks he's in the building. All right. Show brought to you in part by Ribaldo Realty Group, the official
Chicky J.
real estate man of In the Building is our guy, Jay Ribaldo. And spring is here. I think finally the cold weather is gone. I think. So it's time to start talking about buying homes, listing homes. And that's where our guy Jay comes in. All right. Springtime is buying time. And that's true. All the data suggests that because there's more inventory to choose from, first of all, because more people put their homes for sale this time of the year for a lot of different reasons. One of the reasons is the weather looks great.
Yes.
And so the house looks better. You got curb appeal, all this kind of thing. You normally don't sell a house in the dead of winter because the weather's shitty and the house doesn't have sunlight on it. So so the curb appeal is one of the reasons why people put their homes up for sale this time of the year. And sellers are motivated. People want to get their home sold before summertime so they don't have to worry about selling a house in the heat. They can go on vacation.
Good point, Mike.
This kind of stuff like that. They want to get it done before summertime gets here. And just it's a favorable time. So if you're looking to buy or sell, this is the time to hit up Jay Ribaldo. See all of his listings by going to his website. It's Ribaldo.com. Ribaldo.com. All right. I am hype for tonight. So at least it sucks that Luka got kicked out of the game.
We got some extra rest for tonight, though.
Got some rest. Oh, my God. The Dallas Mavericks are about to have a big, giant Luka dick shoved right up that butt. And I know that's a vulgar thing to say.
You can't, Mike,
that's a
I
very vulgar
understand
thing
this
to,
is
I'm
internet.
sorry. I apologize.
That's too far, sir.
So, you know what? As soon as it left my mouth,
far.
I hope we don't lose our partners.
Good Lord, sir.
I got excited. Sorry.
And during Jay Ribaldo's spot,
it was after, technically.
I like that.
Technically, it was after.
Sorry, Jay. God bless us.
It was after. And look, and I know, look, I apologize. I got excited. This trade, I have not been shook by anything in sports like that in so many long
This is the craziest trade since Babe Ruth.
It really is. I mean, honestly. And it's probably going to come back and bite the Mavericks' asses in the ass the way it did the Red Sox all those years. Dallas may not win a championship for 90 years at this point.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So it's been 75-ish days since the trade. The Mavs have played in L.A. Mavericks fans, some of y'all are in this chat. Some of y'all are related to me. they've had time to process.
Sure.
But
AD's back too, ain't he?
yeah, he's back.
Okay.
This is going to be, and Dallas needs this win to stay in the play-in game. So this is a big game for both. So just when you finally start getting to that point where, all right, it happened, I'm really never going to get over. It's like losing a hand. But I'm rehabbing. I've been fitted for my prosthesis. I'm slowly coming to grips mentally with it. And what happens? Oh, shit, Luka's in town tonight. The scars are going to get ripped open. The stitches are going to get pulled because now we go through. Luka plays his first game in Dallas as a member of the Lakers.
I can't wait for this. It sucks that, and it's crazy though. And I don't always agree with LeBron moaning and groaning, but he's been moaning and groaning about this, the way their schedule is lined up. They just played OKC a couple nights ago. They played them last night. And then you got a back-to-back against the Mavericks after OKC.
And Dallas didn't play last.
Yeah, like, so again, I don't always agree with LeBron, but he's got a legit gripe on this. And to make matters worse, since you got some family members in the chat.
And they're giving money too.
Yeah.
Fire Nico.
But so Saturday night, Mike, we saw Duke piss the bed, right?
We did.
Monday night, we saw Houston wet the bed.
We did.
Those two combined don't compare to what I saw happen to the Stars last night. Did you see what happened to the Dallas Stars last night?
Well, we're trying to gear up for the playoff run, Rudy, and we're trying to get right for the playoffs. And last night was not a get.
They were down 5-2 with a minute left.
Yes, sir.
And lost.
See, you mean up 5-2?
They were up 5-2. Yeah. 3 minutes, 3 goals, and 1 minute in hockey. Dude, I have a better chance of getting struck by lightning.
Well, the boys we're trying to get the regular season out of the way.
Look, I don't even do
postseason.
But I'm on the treadmill this morning, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. Like, I'm like, why are they showing 5-2 with 1 minute left? I'm like, there's no way this happened.
I did not anticipate him bringing this up today.
I'm sorry, Stars. What was that?
It was a bed shitting, dude. It was collapse on defense, collapse on goaltending, and loss of focus. That's all that was. They were trying to get to the postseason. It's a shitty. It was terrible.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Punch the Stars.
I agree. Punch them. They're trying to get themselves right. It's a Stanley
That
Cup.
was your hockey segment for the year.
No, there's more. I'm going to force hockey down your throat here in a couple 3 weeks. I might even.
As long as you don't force it up my butt.
No, and not unless you ask me to.
Jesus.
There's good butt sex and there's bad butt sex. What's going to happen to the Mavericks tonight is going to be bad butt sex.
Yeah.
Wow. The sisters almost.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
The sisters. Shout out to the sisters.
Shout out to the sisters. I don't know what you mean by that, but shout out to them. Oh, you mean like a Boggs and Andy Dufresne type scene? Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. So, if you're looking for a place to watch Luka take on the Mavericks tonight, which still does not come out of my mouth right, if you're looking for a place to go watch Luka play the Mavericks tonight as a Laker, I'm sure they'll have the game on in all 5 areas: Slackers, sports bars, and games all over the greater San Antonio area. We've got 5 Slackers locations. We've got the one up on Med Center on Fredericksburg. Got the one on Rector behind North Star Mall. Got the one near downtown on St. Mary's. Got the one off of 281 in Thousand Oaks. Got the one on Nacogdoches. And we're getting ready for yet another crawfish boil.
And this one's special, Mike, because this one's kid friendly. So for you people that don't normally have a sitter, or your kid's just too young, or people don't want to watch your badass kids, they're gonna do an Easter egg hunt for the kiddos. $25 a person, 2,000 pounds of crawfish, 500 pounds of shrimp, live music. They got added another band to the lineup. So yeah, Easter bunny, family fun, golden egg hunt, and the raffle for the big prizes. So there's no excuse this time. I know most of the time when we do stuff at bars, people are like, is it kid friendly? Is it kid friendly?
Right.
I better see y'all asses because y'all be in my DMs when it's not kid friendly.
Bring the kids.
Bring your kids, man. Just let them see the Easter bunny do an Easter egg hunt April 19th out at Thousand Oaks.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time.
And don't
they rolled out the red carpet.
Because you got your kid with you. Be careful.
No shit.
Or have a designated driver. You know?
No shit.
Maybe your kid's 17. He can drive you home.
No shit, man.
You know what the Mexican word of the day is, don't you? It's body wash.
What do you mean?
I can't go to the crawfish boil tonight because I got no body wash my kids.
Yeah, that ain't no excuse this time.
Not this time. It's kid friendly. All right. So
All
that's cool. I love that. I love that they're doing
too.
that. That's sweet.
Yeah.
You gonna bring little baby girl?
I don't know. She bad. No, she's not bad. She's not bad.
I
It's
thought
just
you were gonna say you don't want her around bad
no.
folks.
She just like my 6-year-old is a COVID baby.
Okay.
So after an hour anywhere in public,
Oh, I see.
she's ready to go home.
I see.
She's like, okay,
Oh,
you know what I mean? She when she was 2, she was just stuck in the house for a year and a half.
right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's
So COVID babies are different.
yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
They're different. So she's like, after an hour,
Mm-hmm.
she's like, all right, that's
She's a
it.
homebody.
My human interaction
Mhm.
meter is at capacity. Take me home.
That might bode well for you, Dad, when she's 16.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, where's baby? Oh, she's at home.
Yeah.
Oh, she likes to be at home with her
She likes
parents.
to be at home.
That'll make Rudy feel good.
Yeah.
All right. What else today? I need to set the record straight here. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about this. What was this? Last Friday.
Last Friday. So me and Rudy are hanging out in Tech. We'll make Texas Cheer Liquor
Since this is where it went down.
we'll make them the sponsor of the segment.
You got
So
that
me and
Texas
Rudy
cheer
are
photo?
we're over at Texas Cheer.
Yeah,
Over on 410 of Military, location number 8 of these 7 and 10.
right.
And I'm selling barbecue tickets. Made $375 that day. Did in an hour. Made $375 in an hour. That's pretty good. Sold some tickets, gave away some hoodies, which I have a shit ton of those hoodies still in my car. I need to start just giving hoodies away.
Yeah.
Every day on the show. But we had a good time, had a good showing, had several guys come through and buy tickets and get their hoodie, and they chopped it up, and they all bought liquor and beer, and they got their 5% discount. It was a good time. Me and Rudy were hanging out, did some segments, made some content, did some fake characters. It was a great time. And then one really cool guy walks in with a TxDOT shirt on.
We know Mike loves him some TxDOT.
TxDOT is an organization that I have thrown under the bus a lot.
And ruthlessly.
Because I have, so what he wanted to do was he wanted to bring Jesus to me.
Okay.
When it comes to TxDOT and their role in the absurd amount of bullshit traffic because of the insane amount of construction processes and projects we have currently going on in our wonderful city. So what I was told by this guy, he was very cool about it, very sweet, and he bought tickets and got his 5% discount, got his free hoodie. So I want to retract some things I've said about TxDOT. Let the record show that if Uncle Mike's wrong, I'm going to come on here and say I'm wrong.
You hear that, NBA refs?
Yeah, I teed up TxDOT.
I'm gonna rescind it.
And it was a mistake. I'm going to rescind my text. Now, my tech. What I was told was what TxDOT does, he is not some like big wig from TxDOT. He's just an employee. TxDOT primarily serves as an ombudsman, if you will, an observer, big brother. They make sure that construction jobs are following the law, following mandates. Okay, I get it. So they're basically referees of construction projects. Sure. Do they set up their own? Yes. But what I was told was that most of the construction jobs currently that have kept our city under siege for years.
He's triggered.
He said that most of those jobs are deals between the construction companies themselves and the city.
So it's outsourced.
Correct.
Okay.
We're talking about some massive interstate going from here to Canada. That's a TxDOT thing. But a lot of the little construction deals going on in the city are simply the city of giving, approval to construction companies to do them.
So you should have been punching the construction companies the whole time that are dragging their ass.
Yeah, and it's funny, there was a mayoral debate last night, and if I had been on the panel asking questions of the candidates, one of my questions would have been, when is this city going to stop bending over like Andy Dufresne and Shawshank and allowing these construction companies to rape us as a town? Because there's no way you can tell me, honestly, that all of the current construction jobs going on in this city are all honest. Bullshit. There should not be this many going on. I'm not saying they're not all needed, but to have this many construction jobs at once, concurrently, extemporaneously. I sound like Stephen A. Smith. It's held our city hostage. You cannot go anywhere, and I mean literally nowhere, without
Nowhere.
having construction be part of your commute, and it's got to stop. So I didn't know who to blame, so I just threw TxDOT under the bus, and it's probably mostly the fault of the city of San Antonio and the county of Bexar. Stop saying yes to every fucking construction job and say no. Y'all need to wait 6 months for this thing to get out of the way, then y'all can start.
Right.
Clearly people are getting rich on these jobs.
Oh,
and
gosh.
that sucks.
Yeah.
That's it. So I've said my piece. Apologies to TxDOT. I got it off my chest. Matter of fact, next time I have an appearance at a Texas Cheer Liquor, if a TxDOT employee wants to come in and hang, I'm going to buy you a beer. I will buy you a beer.
Buy you a tall boy.
I will, from Texas Cheer Liquor, where you can buy many, many things for 5% off when you mention In the Building. And of course, they always have monthly specials. Rudy,
$4.99 Stella Rose, lemon
Yes,
and
sir.
grapefruit, only $4.99. And that bourbon down there at the bottom, the Rossville Union Rye Single Barrel,
yes, sir.
that is marked down from $60 to $29.99, and it is fantastic. Most of the Texas Cheers will have a bottle there for you to sample.
Mm-hmm.
Don't shoot me if the one you go to doesn't, but most Texas Cheer liquors are going to have that to sample. Sample it, add that to that's one of those bottles that you add to the collection. Like you get 2 or 3 of them, and you have, and since it's 29, that's the one you can, let your buddies sip on so they don't mess with your E.H. Taylor or your Eagle Rare or your Stag, so they can stay out of your good stuff. Get a bunch of that Rossville. 1, they're going to love it. 2, it's only $29.99. And of course, the Whistle Pig special for the Traeger raffle is still going on, and it is all marked down as well. So you got all of April to get in there. If your lady wants something a little sweet, have her try that Stella Rosa. But $29.99 for Rossville Barrel Pick, that's solid. Go in there and jump on that.
Bradley Wright's in the building in here getting me shit. Oh,
What
Taylor
happened?
going all get off my lawn today. Get off my lawn. Get off my highway.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere. We're turned into Austin, Bradley. Do you not live here?
Yeah.
Do you like 85-minute commutes when it should be 15?
No.
I guess he does. Big Al's in the building. I never see anybody working on FM 471 where Culebra turns outside 1604. That area is a mess, and no one's even doing any work over there. Oh, that's my boy Spoon. He don't live here. You don't understand, Spoon. You live in that god-awful Kansas.
Yeah,
You don't
live in Kansas
understand.
City.
Our city has turned, it's under siege. It's escaped from New York, Spoon. Say Spoon, Bradley, right? Just put Spoon in there. I don't know.
Yeah, Spoon.
Yeah, dude.
And that sweet ass, fake ass barbecue.
Whenever, I don't know how long it's been since you've been to town, dude, but dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's just bad. It's terrible,
Yeah,
man.
it is.
It's awful. It
is.
sucks. It just sucks. So you don't live here, god dang it.
Love
So
you,
you don't know. Charlie says some big wig that was dealing with the construction on behalf of the city just quit. I need a name. Tell me who that was. And so good. I hope he feels bad.
We're not going to discuss on the air.
Yeah.
But you have a mayor candidate you're backing?
Not yet.
I gotta go do my vetting.
I forgot that there was
Because I know you and Ron were tight, so
there's a debate. Well, he's outgoing now.
I know,
so
that's what I'm saying.
I'm letting him go. He can't help me anymore.
Yeah,
I have a dumb question. Why is he not running anymore?
He's out of terms.
Oh, you can't. Oh, I didn't know you did.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Look at that, San Antonio. Term limits.
Yeah, this is
Don't
a young kid who
Don't
does
do that.
bitches and never votes.
Don't
Typical.
do that, Jose. You're gonna get destroyed.
Honestly,
I know where you're
don't
going,
know.
and I get it, but don't go there. It's not worth it.
I'm not addressing.
Yeah,
that.
don't go there.
I don't know. I forgot that there was a mayoral debate last night. People have asked me to run for city council.
City council.
I would rather suck a dick-flavored lollipop than run for city council.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
We got to get you a Texas license.
Sorry
before
for
you
the
run
vulgarity
anything.
today. I don't even have a license.
I know.
Eric Hanley's in the building.
He's in the horse race.
All right. Have we gotten to 5?
Oh, we're at like 12.
Okay, cool. Keep them coming. Y'all have until we get off the show today because we're going to have this horse race tomorrow. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
write a note because I have ADHD. You have to write these things down. Horse race for hat tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. All right, what else today? Hate to bring the room down here.
Good Lord. Bring it down.
So, and this also this brings up old this is terrible to bring the. It's a tragedy, but like I had not heard of I hadn't seen the name Octavio Dotel.
Oh gosh,
I hadn't thought about that name in a
it's
long
a horrible
time.
story, man.
He was on the 2011 Cardinals team that stunned my Rangers. Talking about shitting the bed. Did y'all see some of the video from the nightclub?
I scrolled up before I saw that they were about to show it.
Yeah,
and so I scrolled up. I don't want to see people dying.
And there's video of people crushed. And
I don't want to see it,
dude. So Octavio Dotel.
They're in the DR. This was in the DR, one of the most popular clubs in the DR called Jet Set.
Jet Set. Yeah. Yes, a very high-tone club. A very famous Dominican singer was doing a merengue concert. Ruby Perez. He got killed.
Good Lord.
Octavio Dotel. Tony Blanco, who played half a season in the big leagues. Right? Yeah, his son's in the Pirates organization, I think.
Are you serious?
Speaking of that 2011 World Series, Nelly Cruz, who is an infamous member of that 2011 Game 6. His sister, Nelson's sister, we know you didn't mean no harm. Yeah. His sister got killed.
Oh, my God.
So Nelson Cruz, former Ranger, his sister was a governor of one of the little provinces there on the island. She called the president on the way to the hospital in the ambulance. Hey, I've hurt. Roof collapsed. This is horrible. She woke him up to tell. It happened like 1 o'clock in the morning in the Dominican. Nelson Cruz's sister calls the president on the phone. Hey, tells him what's going on. She didn't make it. She was fine when she called. She said, look, I am hurt. I'm okay. I'm on the way to the hospital. Bleeding. And didn't make it.
Probably internal bleeding.
Nelson Cruz's sister, Octavio Dotel,
the singer guy, right?
And the singer, Ruby Perez.
And along with, I think right now the count was 16, but it still could go up.
Rudy, this morning it's 98 dead.
Oh, 98? Okay.
98 dead, 150 plus injured. That place was packed. The entire roof, just massive concrete and stone and fucking rhubarb wire, just smash these people. And when you see the aftermath, it's a miracle that anyone
didn't live.
It's just a terrible scene. You know, every once in a while you'll see stories of collapses. Normally it's a balcony, if there's too many people on it and it gives way.
That makes sense.
You never see where the building caves in. That's bullshit.
That means they were getting by. They weren't doing their code checks,
dude.
They weren't doing their code checks clearly, because somebody would have noticed if you're really doing a legit code. But what happens is when you have these places that make certain places a ton of money from the taxes, like, hey, leave them alone.
Yeah, I know.
They support that. People come here just to go there. That place is and then so you start skipping steps and cutting corners because they bring in so much money and. Then you have something tragic and horrible like this happen. That's awful.
Awful. Okay, that's all. I just wanted to bring that up. There's nothing to say. Still getting details. Lord knows what happened, how it happened. It's just terrible, terrible sitch. Okay, we got to do a bit here to close this show today.
All right.
It is time for the 2025 Masters Challenge of 2K25. We need to pick 3 golfers apiece.
So we'll go one at a time. So it'll be fair.
You know, it's a draft. Yeah, we're drafting guys, cool. Right? Yeah. So do you want to let him go first since he's
let the young dude go first. Who you got first? Who's your first pick?
Do it.
Buki.
Do you guys really want me to go first?
I do.
Yeah. I go ahead and take Rory. Go ahead, Mike.
And pick legit. Don't be a dick and pick some Venezuelan just because.
Well, obviously, my first overall pick will be the favorite of this tournament. Number 1 overall golfer. He's got a big nose, and he's a very religious man. His name is Scotty Scheffler.
Why did his nose catch a stray bullet?
You could have just said former Longhorn great or Dallas.
I definitely could have done that. Yes.
You could have, but you did. Rudy, you go next.
Well, then I'm gonna go next. I'm taking Rory.
Oh, okay.
Take that, choke artist.
Whoa. He does choke. He does. That's fair.
All right. You know
Who
what?
you going?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Texas Tech's own Ludwig Aberg.
Were you kissing up to the baseline bums?
No, I'm trying to fucking win here. As terrible, as shitty as I was in the NCAA tournament picks. All right. Now we're gonna do a snake draft. It's my turn.
You go.
Okay. He's let me down before, but I'm gonna show faith in him again. Give me the big Spaniard, John Rahm. Rudy,
I like it. That's
you're
on
next.
me. I will go Colin Morikawa.
Colin, I don't think he says it that
Oh.
way. And you're giving him shit. What's that kid?
That wasn't cool. That wasn't
LA
cool.
boy.
Let me
LA
just
boy
say,
Colin
Hey.
Morikawa.
jury, retract that statement
That's unfortunate.
from the trial.
Uh-huh.
Colin Morikawa.
Yes, of course.
Very
Have you
That
ever
was-
heard him talk? He sounds about like this right here.
That was so fucked up.
Go ahead. Rudy was trying to be political. He was trying to be nice by
That was
saying it
fucked
the
up,
right
man.
way. No,
Damn it.
you were trying to honor him by
Yeah.
saying it the correct way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bouquet. Who you got?
I've got muscle-bound golf genius, aka weirdo, Bryson DeChambeau.
Mike made me like him. I like
love Bryson.
YouTube, Instagram content creating Bryce DeChambeau. He is a great follow.
I like Bryce.
I've heard.
You're up again, Bookie. Last pick, go.
Last pick. It's a great question. There's a lot of different ways to go. I could go for a weirdo like Matt Fitzpatrick.
Just
I could
take
go
Will
for-
Zalatoris because it sounds
Yeah,
like
come on,
clitoris.
man. Who
Just
you picking?
take Will Zalatoris.
I could. Right above him is Minwoo Lee. Hot right now. Just won a tournament. Jordan Spieth, another choke artist.
You could make a pick since we have 4 minutes left of the show.
However, I am going with 5-time master, or I guess majors winner,
Mhm.
Brooks Koepka.
Ah, Brooksy.
What?
How's he played this year? Has the steroids finally ruined his career?
Just
I
as well
know.
as it hurt Tigers.
Rudy, you're up.
I'm gonna take the forgotten about liver because he's smart and took the live money.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with Cameron Smith.
Oh, okay.
5 top 10s in his last 7 starts.
I like Cameron Smith.
So I'm gonna roll with Cameron Smith, Rory, and Morikawa.
All right, give me with my final pick of the draft. I'm gonna take Xander Schauffele, baby.
Okay, I like
I'm
Xander.
trying to win this year, so the winner is whichever threesome wins the most money. On Sunday.
Oh, the
Wow.
most money.
most money.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's what we care about. I forgot.
Whoever wins, yeah, we got to figure out who we win. It's whatever threesome wins the most money. That's
All right.
the winner of the Masters Challenge. Rudy sent me a message this morning. Was Phil Mickelson coked up last night? I'm like, what
At
the
the
hell are you
Masters
talking
Champion dinner.
about? So the Masters dinner, they collected all
Dude.
everybody together. Phil looks terrible.
Dude, and again,
Oh my God.
is that Coke? Because all you people that used Coke before, I've never used Coke because
wow.
you know I didn't use Coke because I'm scared I might love it. So I've never tried it.
Okay.
But when I saw this picture posted and I went to the comments, I
Yeah.
just wanted to see what people were saying. And everybody's like, look at Tudor McGavin, aka Phil Mickelson. And everybody's like, all the comments are like, dude, I did Coke. This dude is coked out of his mind. Phil's coked out of his mind. That's all the comments. So I was like, let me send this to Mike and Jose. And then we'll talk about this with the chat. Is Phil coked out allegedly?
I don't
I want to
wanna-
protect us.
I don't want to get sued here.
Yeah, I don't want to get sued. Is he allegedly, could he possibly
I've
be
never
coked
heard
out?
that. But what I have heard is that he's addicted to gambling, and at one point the Saudis were not happy with him. Remember that whole
Yeah.
disaster with him ripping the Saudis and then
Yeah.
them threatening him, and he is into some shit. Phil he's got that oh shucks guy
He's
demeanor.
like, come here, honey. Let me kiss you.
Yeah, dude.
Let me pick up the kids.
Yeah.
Do a line.
I'm not saying he's doing lines, but Phil's he's like Ty Cobb, right? No one likes the son of a bitch. He's not a great guy. Golly. But did you see what he served for the dinner?
Was it fried chicken?
Scotty?
What was it? Sliders?
Sliders and Texas chili, baby.
I like it.
What
What are you eating?
This right here
Go full
is
screen
a
so they can see
beautiful
it.
chicken on a stick that they're serving here at Southtown
Go
through,
full screen, Jose. Here we go.
through Cinco de Mayo.
Look at this thing.
Look at this thing here. That's badass here. This thing's huge.
Bigger than the ones they serve at Fiesta.
Got the jalapeno. It got a little bacon bits underneath it. Got
Oh,
the
it
roll,
does?
I got the roll. Look at that. Sorry, it's been sitting here the whole show. I just couldn't
me
resist
taste it.
anymore. I had to get a bite. Very crunchy.
Oh man. See?
Very crunchy. Damn, that's good.
You know what this is?
Goodness on a stick.
Me being a foodie,
Mm-hmm.
that's Korean fried.
Mmm.
Korean fried.
Is your boy Calamar Colin
Yo.
like it?
Koreans know how to fry. Koreans know how to fry some chicken. Jose, here, knock this out for me.
They know
this
barbecue, dude.
You don't have to eat the part I bit, but knock that out for me. My wife will kill me. But yo, so if you're in the area, yeah, she'll be pissed. Like, what are you doing eating fried chicken in front of white people?
The white guy asked us to eat it.
No. So Southtown
Great.
101, they're selling those huge ass chicken on sticks
man.
until Cinco de Mayo. Come get you some. Yo, that shit was good. That's dangerous good.
Dude, it really was. We're not bullshitting either. You know we wouldn't do that just because they sell them here. These are good. I needed to try one. That's badass, dude. That's cool. Look at that.
And just a fun fact, so y'all know, if Mike were to finish that, he would not eat the rest of the day. Like, he has the smallest stomach ever known to man. Like, I don't think he ate for 2 days after we ate with Jay Ribaldo.
No, man, I got a protein shake waiting on me. I can't eat that.
Give it to Jose. Buki will knock it out.
Yes, sir. That was good. All right, so I'm gonna post our guys before the first round starts tomorrow on Twitter and stuff. That's it. We're done. Thanks everybody who was a part of this one. Make sure you download that Anthem TV app. Sunday night, 6 o'clock. It's the debut of Instant Rewind. Back on in the building tomorrow. Thanks to all of our partners. Thanks to our providers. Tomorrow, well, I guess we can tease tomorrow. We'll give an update on how our golfers are doing.
And
we got a horse race.
Horse race, yeah.
Horse race. Love y'all hard. Thanks, everybody. We'll see y'all manana. Love you. Love you. Love you.
Love you.